Woohoo! What?
Zach wins.
Who? Where? When? You gotta love it when the live show comes. Like, this is why we do it.
Yeah.
Right? We were trying to figure out a fat.
Yeah, we were trying.
We said, let's just leave it up to the people on the live show. And, instantly we got all these suggestions.
Great suggestions from everyone.
But Zach wins.
For tonight.
Unfortunately, we will do Letterkenny one day.
Letterkenny's been suggested.
Many times. Both of us just haven't seen it.
Correct.
So we need to... Wait, hold on.
And the same thing Kevin Joyce said.
Until these guys give us a sponsorship, we're just going to do that.
Yeah. Kevin Joyce said Suicide Squad. I need to see it. Kevin just saw it. I want to see it before we do it. Austin Powers. It's a good suggestion.
Baby. Yeah, baby.
Dylan says Biofreeze Flexol Kramer Jezik. I mean, that's just an FMK. That's not even a fat.
Make it in a
So, all right, we're going to do that. We're going to write down Dylan's. Did we even say it? Let's just save it.
Yep. We'll save it.
For those of you not. So this is the Candid Athletic Training Podcast.
No, it's not.
Thank you for tuning in. What is today? August 23rd. So this is going to come out August 30th if you are not on the live stream. So thanks for tuning in. My name is Chad.
My name is Kevin.
And we have a fun show for you. So let's just kick this thing off. We're just trying new things here because we want to. Before we get into the show, we are going to recognize the official sponsor of the Candid Athletic Training Podcast, which is our dear friends at Healthy Roster. I mean, we have to say dear because we're in Milwaukee.
Go Bucks.
The Bucks. Bucks and 6 Healthy Roster right now. That's what I always say. Bucks and 6 Healthy Roster right now. But check them out at www.healthyroster.com. I was just on there today as we had our first day with the cross-country team, and I was getting everyone up to speed on paperwork and stuff and going through all documentation. Super easy to use. So thank you to Healthy Roster. In fact, we have reached out to Dan. He may be with us next week, tentatively. We just have to double check some schedules, but hopefully we'll have the folks at Healthy Roster on the show. You just made my
week. I can't wait.
So yeah. And we have to thank the folks at Brew Fitness MKE for loaning us their establishment. This is where we podcast from every week.
And where we both don't work out.
Remember when we used to do it at my kitchen table?
Yes, I do.
And that was just a year ago. I mean, we've only been here since January. The first week of January is when we started live streaming.
Yeah.
So that's when we started moving in here.
All of 2021.
So it's been 8 months. I mean, how much fun! Holy cow!
Okay, we're getting a lot of
suggestions. We'll just go back at the comments and we'll put them in our notes for future fats and FMKs and all this. But you know what? Let's cut the crap. We're gonna start tonight's show.
And by the way,
we're going to start tonight's show with our feature topic. So this is really still the intro, but we're also going to do this.
How do I do this?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Bum, bum.
This can't wait. Oh, super bad fat. That's a really good one, Kento. That's really good. I just listened to a podcast called The Rewatchables by Bill Simmons. They just did their 200th episode, and they actually did a Rewatchables on Superbad. It was really fun to listen to. Such an underrated movie.
Have they done any rewatchable Candid Athletic Training episodes on YouTube?
If someone could tag Bill Simmons and let him know that the Ringer Network really needs to add us.
They really should.
Because we are a unique New York.
And Now Brown Cow.
And they do a lot of sports. We can come on their shows and talk sports with them.
We're athletic trainers.
Nobody's been around more sports than us.
Yeah, literally, they have not been around as many sports as we have.
So if you are listening, please go on social media and tag at Bill Simmons and at the Ringer Network and let them know that they should sponsor or pick up Candid Athletic Training.
I
mean, we are now a two-time finalists of the People's Choice Podcast Awards. People are listening. People care. Mm-hmm. And I'm very excited for the end of the month. September 30th, I believe, is when the People's Choice Podcast Awards are live stream. We will find out then.
That's a long time from now.
It's the end of the month. So the voting happens until September. I just looked this up because I'm supposed to vote. I think September 9th. It's either September 9th or September 13th. You have until vote on the final slate. And then the awards ceremony is the 30th. And hopefully we can bring home a best science and medicine podcast to the profession of athletic training.
Do you think if we actually talked science, we would have a better chance?
Nope. No. I'll tell you what, though. We're going to get right in this feature because
let's do it.
If we win science and medicine, we're going to do something good for the profession of athletic training. And it needs it right now. Because we're getting kicked in the ding-dang by our own profession. We cannot get out of our own way. We're just going to start with the hotbed topic on social media. It's why we're going to start the show with the feature topic, because it just can't wait. So
I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I just can't
the
wait.
New
for
BOC,
Christmas.
the new BOC proposal is out. So, and Kevin just asked the exact same thing I said before. We might do that tonight, Kevin. So the BOC came out with their pillars and a video saying this is their proposal on how to fix CEUs and get athletic training up to speed in terms of professionalism and recognition and all this stuff. Kevin, the floor is yours. Tell me what you think.
First off, Kevin Joyce, we talked about FMKing the 3 pillars.
Yeah.
And this is where I'm going to start first. I don't effing understand the 3 pillars. I don't get it.
I literally watched the video.
There's a 4-minute video
3 times
that is going to affect every single one of us. And there was 1 pillar. Then the middle pillar seemed like, oh, you'll still have to do continuing education credits. And then the 3rd pillar was like, okay, I don't get it. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. It just seemed like, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. How do we say this? Everyone comes from a place of wanting to be better.
All right. Okay. The video itself. Let's talk about the video.
Okay. Should we play it? I mean, I don't know. I think we have to update the software so we can.
They have all seen this video. And if you haven't seen it, I mean, just search whatever. Stupid new BOC requirements starting 2024.
I'm not.
I don't even understand if they're requirements. Like, I don't even understand if we're going to be required to do like 10 credits of the first pillar, 20 credits of the second pillar, and 10 credits of the third pillar or something. I have no idea. Anyway, the video itself. Do you think the host of the video was an athletic trainer or a member of the BLC? Yes or no?
Definitely an educator.
I don't think she knows it. I don't think she's an athletic trainer. I don't think
she's an actress.
I think she's an actress.
Paid.
She's a hired actress to talk about the new requirements.
Well, okay,
she did a great job.
She might be from the BOC, and that doesn't necessarily make her an athletic trainer because the BOC does continuing education for multiple professions. I could see that.
Okay, that's fine.
Where she's like, oh, yeah,
okay,
great, athletic trainers, this is good for you. Well, you don't have any idea.
Okay, next. The background of the video is a computer lab.
It's like Star Labs.
No, it's like it's a fancy Cream City brick fake. It's fake,
oh, yeah.
But then there's like 12 desks with iMacs on them. Like, none of us live in that world. And then when they start talking about that 3rd pillar, they cut to this room of people
Post-it notes
drawn on like the clear board that used to be a whiteboard, and then all those Post-it notes, and I mean, you know, hipster dude with the freaking winter hat and like handlebar mustache. Love the handlebar mustache. Nothing against it. I had 2 of them in my life. But that's not the 3rd pillar was talking about getting into a
groupthink,
and working off of a whiteboard or what the smart boards or whatever teachers are using nowadays, and actually like going through lesson planning and this and that. Like, When is the high school athletic trainer going to be able to do that?
That particular scene, the only thing that reminded me of is the meme of Zach Galifianakis, whatever, in The Hangover, when like all the math equations are going by.
Yes.
It was like a complex formula. And here's what it was. It was, they got a bunch of people in a room into a, what are they called? Not, like a group think, a marketing, what the hell is the name of it?
I don't know. You went to business
focus
school.
group. Sorry, a focus group. They got a bunch of people into a focus group and said, what is important? And like 7 different people said 7 different things, and nobody wanted to tell the other person that their idea sucked. So they went with all of them. And now they got to like kind of massage them all together somehow to make it fancy.
It looked like it was, you know what it reminded me of was the movie Internship, when they break off into their groups.
Sure.
Right?
Good call.
Then like they have to like come up with like, you know, a new app for Google to run.
Yep.
Right. That's Google. That's not athletic trainers.
Sure. Okay. Here's what I'm going to say. I don't think it was all bad. I think there were parts where I was like, okay, you have my attention. Again, I think we talked about this last week. In theory, it seems like it makes some sense, but in practicality, is this practical for anybody? Is this feasible even? I don't know. Again, there was no specifics. It was very, very, very vague. And I think that
very vague. I
think that bothered people. Like you said, there was no, okay, we're coming from a place where you need to do this amount of CEUs in this amount of time. So, okay, if I'm not mistaken, it's a 5-year window, right? Not just a 2-year window?
That I don't know. It said in 2024 is when it's going to start. And then
I thought I read somewhere it was like a 5-year reporting window.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Maybe that was just
way to push a bunch of stuff in just a year 5.
Well, I think they said, fine. I think somewhere in there they said you had to do one of those pillars in the first year.
They recommended doing
pillar
1 or something in year 1 because it's all about creating goals for your.
Okay.
Now, but
Rick Cox agrees with me. He heard 5-year window too.
Okay, 5-year window.
I'm not necessarily thinking that's a bad idea because you know what? I'm fine with that. Okay. I'm fine if you go from a 2 to a 5-year window. I don't think that's the worst idea they've ever had.
Okay, let me destroy that.
Great,
okay?
Go ahead.
Including some of the people listening right
Destroy
here. You have worked at your employer for how
long? My employer or my setting?
Your setting.
This is I think we calculated year 14 or 15.
Okay, yeah. So you've been at UWM, Division I school for 15 years.
Yep.
Now, how many employers have you had in that 15 years?
3.
Okay. How many employers have you had in the last 5 years?
2.
Yep. Okay. See where I'm going? If we're going to do a 5-year window, this professionalism thing that you're supposed to come up with these goals, like what if one of your goals is to start introducing more aquatic therapy rehab.
Okay.
And that's your proposal, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many athletic trainers have the exact same job that they could actually utilize something, say an aquatic therapy setting for 5 years? I know a ton of athletic trainers that change professions all the time, including the people listening. Because you get a new job, and it's not always a bad thing, right? It's even in your case, you've worked the same job, but somebody has come in and kind of taken over. Do you really think when a new hospital system buys all the hospitals in your area, and now you're whatever here? What did it become? Who do you work for now?
Orthopedic Hospital of Wisconsin.
Orthopedic Hospital of Wisconsin, but before you worked for a PT company, like. Are they going to just say, yeah, Chad, just keep doing whatever the hell you're doing? No. They're going to be like, hey, why are you spending that time there? No. That's not what we're paying you for. We're not paying you to actually keep doing what you were doing 4 years ago. We're paying you as now our employee. So we actually need you to come in and do COVID testing instead of working on this aquatic therapy thing. Is that what this first pillar is?
So, yeah, I was just going to go. The biggest question is, why are we doing it? Why are we all of a sudden? So is the point of the continuing education not to get better as a clinician? Are they hearing that we need to get better in terms of other things? Professionalism or goal setting or research reading? Is that why we aren't as good as they think we are?
My goal was to buy a fucking clinic.
What? Yeah, and you did.
I did it. I'm not going to change that.
Yeah. So I guess if they're hearing, what are we trying to do? What are we trying to do with it? First off, I don't know. I don't understand. I thought I actually it's my favorite part of the job is learning new things to get better. Learning new skills, the continuing education, picking the courses I like.
We didn't need a new system. We needed
better
a reform of this isn't the only way to get CEUs. We don't need I don't need to be in college again and write like a proposal of this is what I'm going to do for you, BOC, and I promise to check these boxes in order to become a better athletic trainer. No, F off. I'm a good athletic trainer. I'm going to go about it my way, and I'm going to learn how to do things. I need you to understand that Candid Athletic Training is a valuable CEU for everybody listening right now.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Some of the things they said in this video would actually help our podcast, I think.
It's true.
But as me personally, I don't know if it helps me or not. I'm still so confused by the video and the fact that they won't.
What was the third one?
The fact that you have to ask it and you've watched. Yeah. So are we not So professionalism isn't taking a class. I'm sorry. Professionalism is the people who are promoting the profession telling the other people what we do. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Healthcare professional A, B, C, D. We have different roles. We can be professional in different ways. Are you saying I can't tell a joke in the athletic training room that I might be able to tell in a different setting? That's professionalism? Or is professionalism the people who are promoting the profession saying, look, this is what we can also do? Because I'm going to argue that that's where we're lacking, not the people doing the tasks. And there is a little bug flying around my microphone.
Get it, I dare you.
Bite it.
Eat it.
So I don't know.
And how does this apply? How does this apply to all athletic trainers? We want more and more athletic trainers. So, you know, our good friend Greg, right? He works as a basically medical
sales rep,
/ clinical advisor. Well, I mean, he's not really on the sales side. He's more like he's making sure that the doctors understand the product, and then the people having to use the product, they know how to whatever. But he keeps his athletic training certification because he's very proud that he's an athletic trainer that is now in that position, mm-hmm. right? And then he wants that window to be open. Like, I would love to work at camp when, sure. Mm-hmm. like my schedule allows it or whatever it is. How does this apply to him? I don't know. Can he go to his billions of dollar like freaking medical sales company and say, oh, I really need to like do this professionalism like report? No.
So
you can't.
I want to ask a question. And it's maybe rhetorical, maybe not.
Not a baby Dylan.
I'm not sure. So is the biggest problem in athletic training right now, is it our education level or our skill level? Is that the problem? Is that why we need to fix the BOC standards? Because I feel like again, social media, take it for what it's worth. I feel like right now the biggest problem in the profession is the job market. There's so many people who are not wanting to take these low-paying jobs, or there's so many places hiring, but we can't, like the job pool right now is completely fucked. Pardon my language.
Well, because
the job pool and the job situation is whack, but we want to put our time and effort into changing our continuing education. So that's the most broke part of it.
Not to mention,
spend
all the money you ever had on getting higher and higher education.
Well, we don't know.
So that you will not take a $34,000 a year job.
I guess we don't know. We don't know what the courses cost. We don't know anything about. We don't know how many you have to take. So I mean,
yeah, yes.
Nobody's.
I mean, there's a lot of employers out there, right, that say we will reimburse up to $1,500 of continuing ed every year because that will or should offset most of your costs. Now,
so
what about this professionalism thing? What about the other thing? Do they cost money? Is my BOC not membership, but my dues, is it now $125 because we had to make this goddamn 4-minute video, not $50? Because vote no. I don't want that. Everything's fine. Stop pushing. Stop adding more.
So professionalism. So what I'm hearing from you professionalism is not a class. Shouldn't be a class.
No. Go be a professional.
It's a seminar. Go for it. Come on. Strike one. Yeah. Oh, he's breaking. For those of you who are not watching the live stream, Kevin's trying to open a bottle cap on some weight equipment.
Sorry, Ryan.
Strike two. He's going to have to use his teeth, everyone.
I'm not going to use my teeth. Do you know how much my wife would kill me? She would divorce me. We just got married.
Might be worth it. So anyways, I think there are bigger just me personally, I'm not 100% against necessarily reform or change if it makes sense, but I just feel like there are bigger fish to fry.
I opened it with another bottle cap.
Good for you. I just feel like there are bigger fish to fry in this profession. And I'm from Wisconsin. I love a fish fry. And it's very big here. Kevin loves beer. Let's just start talking about what's the most important thing. And I don't think changing, unless the BOC is driving and pushing NATA around, which could be. The BOC could be flexing on us. And in that case, then what do we do about it? Is there anything we can do about it? Again, I would love to hear some of the opinions of the higher ups in the NATA.
I mean, does the BOC do anything but athletic training?
Hold on, I got a comment here.
What?
Hannah says she gets no assistance with CEUs and memberships. However, Hannah, I just want to let you know, if you continue to do your Candid Athletic Training membership, you will get some assistance with CEUs. We can give you discounts.
Yeah, you will.
Just a reason to become a member. Thank you. All right, so you asked a question about the BOC, Kevin.
It's just athletic training, right? BOC, no. Board of Certification for Athletic Training.
I think it's more professional than just. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay. I feel like this is a move.
It's a power move.
It's a power move. And we did something because, let's be very honest. I mean, half of this show is built on this. But athletic trainers like to complain and rant about stuff.
Yeah.
And the BOC and the NATA both do a very good job of constantly asking us as athletic trainers, how could they do better for us? And I'm sure somewhere along the line, there was we need a better process for continuing education.
I almost feel like it's like a Joneses thing. Like, what are the other professions doing? We need to do something similar.
Yeah.
And why?
Now, this is what I'll say, too. Like, the practice performance, right?
You keep pulling up your phone because you can't remember.
Because I can't remember the pillars.
That just means it's a whack idea to begin with.
So, practice performance. From the video, it sounds like give yourself some goals and then try to accomplish them. What is that going to include? I advanced my career somehow, right? I somehow moved up. I somehow made even a lateral move, even regressed my career so that I could have a better work-life balance.
Well, that's what I was saying before. The biggest issue is not the continuing education. It's the job market right now is the biggest issue. Why are we focused on continuing education?
But my question is, so one of my goals in life was to own a clinic.
Yeah.
When I left the
traditional setting, I said, I got into a clinic and then I said, I want to own a clinic. I want to be my own boss. I've done that. Is that what that is? Like, I'm going to get credit for that? Because then if that's what it is, I enjoy that. I enjoy, you know what? Your goal was to move into a sport, whatever it is. I went into a sport that I've always wanted to be an athletic trainer for, and then you did it. So now you don't have to do for continuing
education for not 5 years.
You're good on.
I don't know what this. I don't understand.
You're good on getting better for 5 more years. Just be complacent for 5, and then we'll take another step up.
But at the same time, that would be okay. I have 5-year plans. I have 6-month plans. I have 1-year plans, and I have 5-year plans.
How are you doing?
I actually.
I was
pretty well.
Good. Good.
Well, I mean, it's weird because some of my plans that were really far away came earlier, and then that's what she said. But then, like, some of my 6-month plans have not even remotely gotten off the ground, right?
Sure.
And I wish they had.
That's the way they go.
But that's the way they go.
Yeah.
I don't understand the professionalism. I don't understand professionalism.
Dylan says something here. He says, this is out of NATA's hands. They have zero say in any of this. I don't know if I agree with that, Dylan. If they are truly working together as they say they are, Katie, NATA, BOC, they're all supposed to be a unified group. They should have some say. They may not have the best say, but they should have some.
So it's like the legislative, judicial, and something branch of the government.
So,
I mean, we are all going to have to kind of see where this goes.
We need more information.
I think the BOC knows
it was rolled out really
that
bad.
They sent out a video and it's 4 minutes long. We can all sit here and destroy the video. We can all sit here and be like, what the fuck are you doing to our profession? Now, what's the next step?
Do you know what they just did? They just were on a first date and they said, I love you. That's what they did. I love you. We're on the first date. Get out. That's what they did.
I love you.
I love you too, but
I love you.
Oh, Christmas time. I
just really want to scream it from a mountain. I love you.
So they could be right. We could all be wrong. They could be. And that Dylan's saying that too. They might like it 10 years from now.
Honestly, we do not like change.
No,
I don't know a single athletic trainer that likes change. I think every athletic trainer complains about the testing changing, about new requirements for your education, new requirements of, how long ago was it when they just said, you know what? Everybody's just on 2-year cycles of 50 CEUs. And if you were because it used to be based on when you got certified. And so everybody was basically doing their continuing education at a different rate. And people didn't like that either. People didn't like this because some people got grandfathered into like a 3-year. I think I got grandfathered into a 3-year window my first time because.
You remember your first time?
Oh, not really.
So Kevin Joyce says, how many times have we as ATs set goals just to have them ruined by a coach or an admin?
Yeah.
I'm putting my livelihood and my family's livelihood in those hands.
That's what I said. Yes.
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 Say do that again.
Yes. Like my goals as athletic trainers, we are totally at the mercy of who employs us, who is running our practices, who decides whether or not we have a 10-month contract or a 12-month contract. I mean, how? The only way you can do that is if you are an athletic training educator. That's it.
Which is, I think, probably who was in mind when they were doing this whole thing. Now, this is Candid Athletic Training.
Then you know what? You need to start paying people when they are CIs for interns.
That's the feedback that I feel like they're getting and trying to avoid right now because it's overwhelming them. So this is Candid Athletic Training, and it shouldn't be all negative, just like combative. Like I'm sure there are good things coming from this. I think we have to keep an open mind, big picture perspective. There might be more information coming. It's too early to just say this is dog shit. Although it smells like it, it might not be.
Chad swore
twice.
You've sworn a lot on this podcast, and
I know I read
2 weeks in a row.
I said,
I mean,
you remember? I remember my first time.
I mean, I think we need to get you checked.
I don't remember saying it last week, so I don't remember.
I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but he does have more gray hairs too. So.
No, I got my hair cut. I put it up. I used to put it up. It's been down for a long time. I started putting it up again. Midlife crisis.
He's feeling it.
So
before you know it, he's driving around a little red sports car. Just to let you know, he's gonna have 2 cars. He's gonna have his dad mobile, and then he's gonna have the sports car.
Yep,
it's gonna be great.
2 cars coming soon. Just get yourself a membership.
And I am so supportive of it.
So anyways, that's our feature topic for tonight. I'm sure there's more information coming. We can revisit this when it does. This is just our initial reaction, which is what I think everybody kind of had this last week. So we wanted to jump in here.
It scares me a little bit because everybody had the same reaction. And I think I think there's something to like, hey, maybe we all need to just wait till the next step.
Let's pump the brakes.
But then I'm really afraid that if it's the next step, now we're just like, we're in it. We're in the rabbit hole.
We've already committed.
Yeah, we can't get out of it.
We put our ante in. We have to see our cards.
Yep.
All right, let's do some weekly.
Why not?
Topics. Oh God, I love this show. I love the fans. I love the people that listen. I love everyone. I love you all. They just wanted the dick jokes. They want 6 inches and 2 minutes and all that stuff. That's all they want.
That's why we FMK stuff, you know.
So what do you want?
That was kind of nice. That got us rolling.
Starting with the feature topic and working
Blood
backwards.
pressure up.
We're rolling now.
Rolling.
All right. Where are we going first?
Wherever you want to go.
All right. Let's do friend or foe.
Okay.
This is from a suggestion from one of our live stream members.
From who?
Nate Marsh.
Whatever. That guy
decided not to join us tonight.
Yeah, jerk.
So we'll do his topic and torch him.
Yep.
He said he wanted to do friend or foe fitness testing. Fitness testing for the athletes, I assume.
Oh.
Not for the athletic trainer. Could you imagine that? I actually would love it. Let's do some.
Love it.
What?
I would be so bad at it right now.
Let's just talk about it.
Sure,
if there was some fitness testing for the actual athletic trainer, what should we be doing? What are our goals? Do we need a 1 mile, a 2 mile?
Clearly, there's
stamina.
some kind of carry.
We need
there's a Gatorade cooler carry. I mean, there's got to be some sort of. You're gonna have to carry some liquid for a long time.
I'm not gonna lie. I can outcarry just about everyone on the liquids.
I think
I would dominate that fitness test.
Okay. All right.
And it's only because I worked in a restaurant.
Oh.
I'm doing the waiter carry with 10-gallon waters.
Oh.
And I shit you not, that's 80 pounds.
That's going to be a YouTube video.
Instead of carrying it like this? Oh,
nope, that's going to be a YouTube video.
You want me to do a waiter carry?
Yep.
All right, let's put it down.
We are definitely doing that.
How far? 50 yards? Half a soccer field? 10-gallon server carry?
Well, let's.
Okay, but I think that's
how far. Like when you go to practice, how far do you have to carry a cooler?
Depends where I park. I don't know.
I think 50 yards is like too far, so therefore you should be able to do any kind of carry of liquid. I don't know when you would have to carry a cooler longer than that. I would hope that if you need to, there's some sort of cart, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
That's a good one. I think there should definitely be a
Hannah, we've all heard that joke. We've all heard that pickup line, the fitness pickup line.
I haven't. Can anybody tell me?
Fitness. Appendage in your mouth.
Does it
Appendages.
take longer than 2 minutes?
Okay, so you want to do a carry for a fitness test for an athletic trainer. Is there a speed test? Is speed or endurance more important?
Well, we could do both.
How about a standing? How long can you just stand in one place?
Well, this is what I'm thinking. I think you need to drink.
It's like Survivor.
You need to drink. What, like 3? What's a Nalgene? A Nalgene bottle's like 32 ounces or something like that. Like your typical old school What's that? 24 ounces? What is that?
No, it's like 20.
Yeah, there's a lot of electronics in that one. Okay, 20 ounces. You got to drink 3 of those in a matter of. So you got to drink 60 ounces of water in a matter of an hour, and then who can hold their pee the longest?
Okay, so you want the.
I want endurance that way.
Wee for a wee test.
Yep. And then you could do speed on the other side of like, how fast can you go to the bathroom?
Not fast. Takes me forever. I need to zone out. How about like how fast can you stir the Gatorade test? Like can we get what are the wires that are hooked up to the bar now to measure velocity on the bar bell?
What?
Oh,
all the CrossFit games are doing it?
No, all of our strength condition coaches, like you have a bar here and it's got a cord attached to it and it comes out of a machine and it tells you the velocity of the movement speed.
Oh.
We get that on the whisk.
That's new to me. This is what happens when you just work out of a clinic and just treat people. And you're not at the forefront of D1 and professional athletes.
Yeah. So there's a lot of fitness tests that could be going on here. It could be fun.
How long can you stand in the sun without finding some shade?
Yep. How about sunflower seed spitting?
Ooh.
Distance.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's not necessarily fitness, but that's a competition.
But we used to do like flicking it,
Yeah.
Like how far can you flick the seed? I've legitimately from the dugout almost gotten it to the pitching mound.
Jesus. It's really
you
good.
have to use like the Giants.
Okay, so I think really what Nate wanted to do here was fitness testing for athletes.
Oh.
Friend or foe.
We're still going to do that?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we got sidetracked as we tend to do.
Running on ice. I like that.
What do you got? Friend or foe for fitness testing?
Oh.
For athletes.
It's a foe. It's got to be. As much as I have a deep down coach's heart in there. I love seeing where the athletes are at. But I don't know a single fitness testing model that hasn't resulted in now there's an injury. And that's it.
Omaha challenges, beep tests.
We used to, like when I was with the Brewers, they used to do like the 60-yard dash. I don't know why baseball insists on doing a 60-yard dash.
Yeah. Because the bases are 90 feet away.
Yep.
So
why, and just to know why, like how a catcher can run 60 yards, whatever.
Yep.
And like all these other, like a med ball throw and all these other metrics. why would I need to know that kind of stuff as an athletic trainer when the only thing it tells me is like, okay, this person's going to get like this, their fitness is not up to what everybody else's fitness is up to. So I got to keep an eye on them, I guess. But I could probably tell that already. And why? I mean, I don't see from an athletic training standpoint a benefit of doing fitness testing.
Yeah, I don't know what they're trying to get out of it other than mental, like everyone mentally buy in or see where they're at. I don't know.
And I agree with having the threat of fitness testing so that the athletes come into camp or preseason in better shape. I like that. But even that, I know too many athletes that wait. And then like, oh, crap, I got to do the beep test.
It's just causing an injury.
And so now I'm going to go for 8-mile runs every single day the week before camp starts. And now all of a sudden they have, patellar tendonitis or something.
Yeah. So Abby says faux. You said faux. I'm going to say faux. I agree. Just because we've always done it doesn't mean we need to do it.
I would like to know from like especially our live people right now, because you don't do high school. I have some high school patients, and almost all of them that are in fall sports are doing some sort of combine with their high school. And I want to know if that's like a new thing. We didn't do that when I was in high school. I never had first day of football practice was running the 40 and doing the 300-yard shuttle and, whatever. All these other combine
Here's a
things.
news flash.
Like the 135 bench. How many times can you do that as a freshman in high school? Like, what?
The news flash is you already know who your best athletes are before they do the testing. You don't need to do the testing. Now, if you're trying to track
Kevin
progress over if you had a junior and he was a good athlete, he's probably still going to be a good athlete as a senior. So now, if you're doing some testing just to see how much they've improved over the course of X amount of time, that's a different story. But just testing just once, just to see, that ain't helping.
I like it as a motivational tool. Somewhat, it gives athletes a tangible thing to work at. I definitely think some athletes will focus way too much on certain things. Oh my gosh, of all the juniors in my high school, I had 5 less reps of the, bench press. And now all I'm going to do is bench press every single day. And now all of a sudden their shoulder hurts.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some drawbacks there. There's also drawbacks of like creating false motivation to people.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
It's, creating this again, right before camp starts, I'm going to run 8 miles a day versus I'm just going to be healthy and like fit all the time. Whatever.
All right.
People.
Agree. We're moving on. Would you rather, Kevin?
No, I wouldn't.
Would you rather?
No. Okay.
Have all your minutes planned in a day or have none of your minutes planned in a day? So this goes to the whole unpredictability. I think a lot of people get into this profession, the traditional setting, I love this job because I don't know what's going to happen next. Well, do you want to know none of your day or do you want to know all of it? Laid out 100%. Because my answer has changed in the last year.
Well, then you give me an answer.
I would have, up until this point, said my favorite thing about the profession is that I love that it's not monotonous. It's not the same thing day after day after day after day. And now, I just want to know. I just don't want any curveballs. I want it all planned out. And if it gets thrown for a loop, now I'm kind of all
messed up.
I mean, not that I can't adjust. It's like, I just feel like, oh, here we go again. All right. One more thing,
Yeah. That's interesting.
Your work day, Abby.
I mean, so it's the tough part is all of our work days are not only predictable but also unpredictable, right? You can predict that it's going to be a long day. I am going to have moments of working and being sweaty and working too hard to then also just standing there at practice being bored, right? But the unpredictability is the injuries and the wow. Like, my athletes are just a bunch of babies today and they need everything. Or my boss is on my ass and I have to do this, do this, do this. I'm trying to relate it to my previous profession or my previous career job was more unpredictable. And now I feel like it's more predictable. But every time
I would assume that.
Yeah, but at the same time, like every time a patient comes in, I don't know what shape they're coming in, because I don't see them for 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or even like a month or even sometimes 6 months at a time. That being said, I do know my patient's going to come in at 2:00. My patient's going to come in at 3:00. My patient's going to come in at 4:00. And I will be done at, whatever o'clock. And that has granted me a lot of freedom in my life. And I think
Freedom.
Mel Gibson. I think I would definitely take predictability. And I think, like 5 years ago, 8 years ago, 9 years ago, I would have definitely taken unpredictability.
Yeah, so you're the same as me. Yeah, for sure.
I totally would have been like, man, I just love that. Yeah, I know that batting practice is at 3:45, but I don't know what's going to happen the rest of the day.
Yep.
Huh.
Hannah says, probs all. Kevin Joyce says, I definitely rather all planned. Abby says, it blends together some days. My bad. And then Dylan says, I like planned, but I thrive in the chaos of unplanned madness. It just sounds like a good story.
Yeah. Do you think a lot of athletic trainers that have been in it, say 10 to 15 years, they go through the same thing?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yep.
I think so.
Well, and to be honest, I think it's like, for me, it's a circumstance thing. It's like a family. Hey, Kev. Hi.
Family show. It's a family show.
Now I have a family, so now it's like I want to know when I'm getting done, I can go home, I can do those things.
Yeah.
And it's like that. Your just priorities change, and that's fine. Your priorities don't have to remain constant.
They don't.
We've talked about that. Priorities. It's still one of my favorite topics we've ever talked about. Priorities. All right.
Like practice? We talking about practice?
We talking about practice.
Talking about priorities.
Talking about priorities. All right, here we go. FMK.
Okay.
But before we do FMK, Kevin.
What?
I'm going to throw a pick one in there.
Oh.
We're going to do a pick one FMK.
You came up with something. All right, here we go.
Just pick one, Kev.
Mm-hmm.
Type of tape. You can only tape with this type. You just pick one type of tape. Dylan says priorities not remaining constant will not allow you to reach your goals, and you'll lose your license with the new POC. It's a good call.
What's
Very good, Dylan. Very good.
I'm gonna go. So oh God, my favorite tape of all time. It doesn't exist anymore.
Just say it then.
Okay,
bring it back.
It was 2-inch sheer light. I forget who made it.
Yeah, like a light, like a
It was it had elasticity.
Yeah, and it had a little adhesive. Just a small,
a good amount of it. It wasn't a cohesive at all. It would stick to you.
Yeah, correct.
But it was strong as can be, right? But it could also tear. I definitely could tape almost anything with that. And also, even the random tape jobs of just holding something in place, it would still have the elasticity to, like, whatever. I just quickly need to make sure that somebody, like a Band-Aid, needs to stay on or whatever.
Kevin Joyce has cases of that.
Oh,
I still have cases
but like
of
they
it
changed, and here's the thing: they changed it. So it's 2021. They probably changed it in 2015, somewhere in there. I know if Dan Wright is listening to this right now, I guarantee he would say the exact same thing. There was this shift in the tape, and so would Dave. I used to tape the crap out of stuff with it, and man, they changed it to be more elastic, and it felt more like just a traditional stretch tape. And it sucked because it just was not the same. That old school shear light was amazing.
I'm gonna say
if I had to pick a now, like, tape that's available to me right now, some sort of like I'm going probably like a 2-inch cohesive, like
PowerFlex.
Mueller PowerFlex, one of those.
That's my answer
versatile.
too. You can't beat it. You can do anything with it. So I'll go with the 2-inch PowerFlex. So okay, so that just leads us into our FMK this week. We're gonna stay on the tape game here. We're gonna do tape stacks. We hinted at it. Somehow it came up in last week's episode 137. Go back and listen to it.
Tape stacks.
So how do you want your stacked tape? Your tape stacked on your counters?
Yeah.
So give them the options.
So we're gonna do pyramid. All right. Or a
the
tower.
Old pyramid. Pyramids,
maybe 6-inch, 6-inch towers. And then I'm thinking just first floor, like one level. Like everything's just spread out. You only do one layer. You see what you got. Everything.
All right.
Go.
All right. I see. I'm wondering what's most.
See the BOC.
I wonder what's most popular here. This is going to be good for social media. This is going to sound kind of weird. I think I'm for of first floor only.
Okay.
I think I'm going to marry that.
Okay.
I'm going to marry it.
Okay. Stay in one level.
I think when you start elevating.
Okay.
You never get to the bottom row. How old is that tape at the bottom row? Unless you're working Division I football, NFL, maybe some of our hockey athletic trainers. We've got a couple on the show tonight. Maybe they do just a ton.
Hockey players need athletic trainers?
I don't think so.
I thought hockey players
self-sufficient.
They just took care of it. They just went back on the ice.
I think that bottom row can get pretty old and dusty.
You're gonna marry it?
Nope.
Oh wait.
I'm saying that's why I'm marrying the first floor, because you don't have that. You're just gonna use your first floor, and then you just restock.
All right.
Between the pyramid and the tower, I have to kill the tower. It's like a tower defense game app on your phone, right? I'll marry the pyramid. I think aesthetically it looks better than a tower.
Okay.
I think it's easier to get a piece or get a roll of tape off the top without pulling off some of the other. Like when sometimes when you go to the tower and you grab the top one and the second one come with.
Oh yeah.
They're like attached. I'm gonna kill that situation.
How annoying is that?
All right. So here's what we got. So before you answer, we've got
Okay.
We got some live stream comments here. Tape pyramids, ? I just have 2 tape drawers.
You got tape in your drawer?
You know what? I think that is a really good friend or foe, because now you got a drawer that you have to open and close every single time.
A drawer versus a counter.
Yeah. Okay. One layer in the drawer. That's what she said. One layer in the drawer organized on the dividers that come in the boxes of tape.
Yep.
I see what you're working with. These guys are trying to ruin our jobs. Yes, we are. Abby says 2 to 3 rolls high, 3 to 4 rows.
Okay.
Lace bite and pump bumps I tape mainly. Okay. Okay.
Wait, what?
Those are the comments. I think they're talking about our hockey when we were pooping on the hockey athletic trainers. They're getting into what hockey athletic trainers tape. So, your turn. Go ahead.
Okay. This is where I struggle.
Struggling with the tape counters.
Man, you got to have space for a first floor only. I mean, you have the luxury. You have the ultimate luxury of being at this high-end D1
real
like
high
school
end.
That has been
unlimited resources in this mid-major.
Set up to be so spacious. Too many tape counters to even you can't even get enough athletes in there to tape that many people.
We do. I will say this. As far as mid-majors go, when people come through, or other schools in our conference come through and they see what our facility looks like, it's pretty cool. Our former boss and our mentor and our good friend John, who designed it, did a really nice job.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of times you'll get a new facility and you've already outgrown it. Like we haven't. Our facility's still like there's certain things that aren't perfect about it in terms of storage and stuff, but in terms of getting people in there, maybe we should do like a YouTube Pimp My Athletic Training Room, or like what was Ludacris just on? Where they should take them through the house.
MTV Cribs.
Yeah, we'll do AT Cribs. I know that's on TikTok and Instagram, but maybe we should do it for Candid Athletic Training.
Do you know what lace bite is?
Our
hockey boys are talking kinky. About
it sounds very kinky. I think my ex-girlfriend liked lace bite.
And somebody's talking about it hurts, and I mean that's just making me think it's more kinky.
I think it's probably their laces on their skates.
Oh,
bite.
I was thinking of something else. Interesting.
It sounds very S&M though, and not safe for work. So you are.
I gotta marry something. I gotta kill something. I gotta F something. So I'm gonna F first floor, because if you can do first floor and have enough space to like spread everything out one level, and you can see it all, and oh my gosh, just wide open space.
That's such a good entendre.
I'm definitely effing the crap out of that. You are in a good situation because you don't need to worry about stacking things in order to get the job done. I'm gonna marry the pyramid, because you know what? Those pyramids just are. They're very pretty,
aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, and you know what? I could wake up to that and start my day off with that every day.
So here's the problem,
they get all messy, but you know what? We clean it up, and
you need more reach, though. You need more reach in the pyramid, because your first one is gonna be deeper into the deeper in
higher.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of being here, you gotta really reach.
Okay. Sure. And I'm definitely going to kill the towers, because towers only lead to 2 rolls sticking together, or one person accidentally hits a tower and then all the towers fall like they're dominoes. I mean, I got to kill the towers. But I will F the crap out of some first floor.
First floor. Oh, very good. What's so funny?
Anna.
What did she say?
Anna's funny.
What, clean up? Clean up what? On the first floor? Oh, the lace bites?
Do you clean it up by tossing it a towel?
Yeah, for sure you do. Okay. Are we on to our last segment of the night?
Sure, why not?
Oh, we're going to do a fictional athletic trainer for y'all.
Ooh.
And this is courtesy of Zach. I hope Zach's still on. We haven't seen a comment from him in a little bit, but he suggested that we do the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Zach, bark twice if you're in Milwaukee.
Pillsbury Doughboy versus Hamburger Helper, the oven mitt.
Oh.
Okay, this is really this is great. This is really good.
When was the last time you had Hamburger Helper?
I went through a stretch where I ate
really?
a lot of it, man.
Oh man.
I think
But how long was it? When was that? Yesterday?
Oh no. Oh, he's here. When was the last time you had a Hamburger Helper?
I was a kid.
Oh, really? No, I'm
guaranteed I was a kid.
I think I've had it since you were living with me.
Okay. All right.
It's just easy. Ground the beef and add it to it actually makes a lot of sense to me. I think it's a very underrated kit.
It's a great kit, I think.
So why don't you do it more?
I don't know.
Wow, Hannah said she'd rather eat dog shit than Hamburger Helper. Holy Christ. Guns a-blazing.
That's why.
Oh. Wow.
Oh,
Shots fired on Hamburger Helper. Now, that doesn't make it the worst athletic trainer here.
No, it doesn't.
We'll get into that in a second. To be honest, my Hamburger Helper of choice.
You don't have to taste good to be an athletic trainer.
No, definitely not Stroganoff here, Zach. Nobody's
like
Stroganoff. Yeah, everyone likes Stroganoff. I'm going to say, I don't even know. All right.
Oh.
All right. So let's talk about these two characters.
Yeah. Okay. Hamburger Helper.
Okay. So the Hamburger Helper. First off, he's a hand. He's already universally precautioned. Okay. He's got a glove on. He's legit ready to go.
Do you think? Oh.
Right? That's got to be worth something. Emergency situation. He is literally prepared. He's ready. He's like, I'm gloved up.
I think he's gonna have to put a glove over his whole body.
He can move. He can. He's like he's fine.
Or
he's fine.
It from Addams Family. It.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's got
dexterity. Okay, gonna be tough to do a mobilization with just one hand though, or a Lockman's.
Very.
He can get the grip and just jump. This is actually my favorite fat we've ever done already. I don't know why. It's just unique because we never had a situation like this where you just have a hand.
Even if we go to, hey, he has planned out how to make your life easier. You know, he has put in the work in order to, hey, just ground some beef. I'll take care of the rest.
Yeah, just do your dynamic warm up. Whatever happens,
do everything else.
I think it's great. I think there's a lot to be said for it. It's methodical, measured.
Does he have a weakness?
You're not overindulging. I don't remember his temperament in the commercials or whatever. I think he's genuinely helpful and.
Yeah,
they're both kind of Yeah,
I think they're just kind of nice people. They're not like, I don't think Hamburger Helper Glove Man is like a dick.
Is there a name?
I'll look it up.
All right. So he's gonna struggle because he's just one hand. He needs two hands to really make this work.
Yeah.
Although, just being a hand, he's probably got good sense of touch. Palpation skills are going to be really good.
Name's just Helping Hand.
Helping hand. And that's what we are. That's all we should be. Helping hand consultants. What do you got? Read it.
Okay. General Mills' popular Hamburger Helper mascot, also known as Helping Hand or Lefty.
Oh, Lefty.
A four-fingered left hand, white glove.
Scissors are out for this guy.
Which appears...
Four-finger left hand. That's going to be tough to do the scissors
Which appears
thing.
on the product's packaging. Comes to life in a woman's kitchen and tries to grope her and kill her.
Okay, sexual harassment's probably not great.
Apparently, there's a 1979 short of The Helping Hand where
doing inappropriate things.
He comes to life and tries to kill her.
Holy cow! It's like a bad horror movie. Okay, Kevin Joyce says Abby's gonna go with Pillsbury. Nothing wrong with a little poke. Oh my gosh.
I don't know if that is definitely not suitable for work. Maybe.
No, I saw what you did. All right, let's talk about the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the live stream comments on this fat are incredible, Kevin. You are missing out.
Am I?
Yeah, you guys just look at the last 4 or 5 comments here.
Okay.
I'll let you read them. Pillsbury Doughboy, generally a good disposition. He's going to get along with all the athletes. The Pillsbury Doughboy, versatile. Right? You got lots of different products. Kevin's laughing hysterically. He's just caught up. Holy cow. It's all... You need to... If you're listening to this...
I call it the Stranger.
Yeah, we've gone to Strangers and Shockers. Holy cow.
I don't know. I mean...
it's
Gone in 60 Seconds. Do you know that movie very well?
I mean, it's been a while. And Nicolas Cage, I hate him. He's my least favorite actor of all time.
Oh, come on.
He's
like the best, worst actor of all time.
He's the worst actor of all time.
Yeah, because he's the best at it.
He sucks.
Well, no, Keanu Reeves is the best, worst actor of all time. I bet.
Keanu Reeves at least could make The Matrix.
Sit on your hand, it goes numb. Yes, Gone in 60 Seconds. You sit on your hand, wait till it goes numb, and I call it the Stranger.
I know.
Oh, gosh.
I knew where you're going with it. I knew where you're going.
Yeah. Oh, man, I was crying there for a second.
Yeah. All right. So back to Pillsbury Doughboy.
No. Hold on. Who's the worst, best worst actor of all time?
The best, worst actor.
Yeah.
So
who is so bad you would actually watch them because it's just still entertaining because they're so bad.
I have to think about that for a second.
Okay.
I mean, I think the 2 worst actors in the world are
Nick Cage
and I mean, I think Keanu Reeves is right there.
Yeah.
Although Keanu Reeves redeemed himself with, I think, Matrix was fine, and
he's pretty bad in that.
I mean, it was a character role. It's not like he was supposed to be that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
But then also, what was the other?
John Wick.
Yeah. He was fine. That was his role.
Also,
good movies.
Great movies. Terrible acting, but you love it because it's so bad.
Yeah, so he would have to be the best. I mean, The Replacements. So he's probably the best bad actor.
Okay, I agree.
Like, you get away with him because the roles are great.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Pillsbury
Doughboy.
The versatility is there. You got croissants, you got muffins, you got all sorts of things. So he's got his hand in a lot of different bakeries. So I think he's going to be a very versatile athletic trainer.
Also very I've set this up for you to not fail.
Again. Yeah, he's a planner.
Although every once in a while, I mean, trying to pop one of those things open, you got to get the spoon, you got to put it at the right angle, you got to
twist
it open.
So he could use a little fitness testing.
He could use a little fitness testing.
He gets a little distracted. Athletes give him a little poke. He's not getting anything done.
He could definitely go through a whole day and be like, I haven't accomplished anything.
I haven't done jack shit.
I'm gonna say
he's got
but he has no fingers, right?
That's okay. He got nubs.
He's got
nubs are fine.
Got nubs. He's got nubs for feet, nubs for hands.
Could you do a Lockman's with nubs?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could.
But is that fine. All we are? That's all we do is test ACLs?
No, but I'm just saying
Chad,
that's
way to just put us all in one basket. All we do is tape ankles and test ACLs.
Okay, he could do a massage.
He could probably be a good one.
Get in there. It's no different than an elbow.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Can't tear tape. No chance of tearing tape.
Probably not great. What about the hat?
Yeah.
The hat. Is it?
Exactly what I was going to say. His outfit. What about the outfit? I got to look it up. That's a good one. Oh.
Okay. I got to say, Dylan had a freshman athletic training student when he was a senior who had one hand and a nub, and they taped better than the other freshman ATs. That's great.
He's kind of got a thumb. He's kind of got a little thumb.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I said, Hannah. Why do I work for the BOC? I don't know what I said.
I'm going to say like super positive attitude.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even when your athletes are just freaking taking you down, you're still gonna go home smiling.
I know,
because you love your life.
So
the hat is a little much, though. I mean, doesn't sidebar? Why the hell is a chef's hat like that? Like, I mean,
it should be just a hairnet.
Yeah, but like, why is it tall and like poofy and like? I mean, I don't get it. Anyway,
you know what it looks like, Kevin?
What? Ooh, what does it look like?
Take your hand and just cover up the head and just look at the hat. We talked about it on last week's show. Now flip it upside down.
I gotta flip it upside down. Oh, an English ice bag.
He's got an English ice bag on his head.
There you go. He's always able to ice.
Jesus, Hannah, it's called a toque.
Okay.
She knows everything about, like, last week we were all ascots and bandanas, and now we're toques and...
Toques? What's a toque? The hat? The hat's called a toque?
I guess so.
Jesus Christ. Well, anyway, the fact that he has an ice bag on his head, I'm going Hamburger Helper. That is my final...
You're saying Hamburger Helper strictly because of the hat?
Yep, because he has an ice bag on his head. Get out of here, man. I don't want easy access to ice bags.
I'm gonna agree. I like the arguments for Hamburger Helper. The preparation, I'm sure. Let's see here. What do you say on the live stream?
Well, I don't know.
Nobody's saying anything here.
They just want to laugh.
Yeah, they just want to talk about shockers and strangers. That's the kind of crowd we're running with.
I'm going to tell you this. Pillsbury Doughboy can't do any shockers. He's got no fingers.
Oh, Christmas. All right, Kevin, hit the music. We can shut this thing down. Thank you, Zach Dunbar, for that fictional athletic trainer. We'll have to see if the Hamburger Helper makes our fictional athletic trainer tournament as a high seed. So good. So good.
They're definitely going to be on that tournament.
This show ceases to amaze us.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you to the live streamers for giving us all the fun.
That was man, I don't know if I've teared up as much as I have.
No, there's some genuine laughing on this.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, thank you all for tuning in. Please share the show. You know what we haven't had in a year, Kevin?
What?
A review on Apple Podcasts. Would love for somebody to go on. It's been a year since somebody wrote us a review.
Slacking?
Maybe we should run a contest and if you write a review on Apple Podcasts, we give away some swag or something.
Is it illegal to say the person that gives us the best review will give something?
No. So maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do a giveaway. Kevin and I will talk about that, and we'll maybe announce it next week.
We'll see.
Again, thank you to Healthy Roster, www.healthyroster.com. Check them out. Also, thank you to Brew Fitness MKE for lending us your place. Make sure to go to Candid_ATC social media. Go to the website, candidathletictraining.com. You can check out our merchandise. You can check out our membership packages where you can get all sorts of fun discounts and deals. But mostly just keep tuning in and listening to us and having fun with us.
And just know that we always put all of the links to all of the fun stuff that we have access to every week on the podcast. So you can go down to the little section that like says, "Hey, more" on Spotify, and you can like click on these links, or on your Apple Podcasts, or on your other things.
You know what I just realized? Huh. If you go to Apple Podcasts, you can only go back 100 episodes. You can't get back to the beginning. You cannot. So if you want to start at the beginning, you have to go. You're probably going to have to go to Spotify.
Go to Spotify.
So because we've done more than 100 episodes.
That's so crazy. I didn't know that.
It's so much fun because we've done so many of them.
If you're listening to this now, go to Spotify. Actually, go to Spotify. They're giving podcasters a bunch of crap money right now. So Bill Simmons, put us in your group.
Somebody pick up this show so we can do it full time and bring more episodes to you.
Yeah, check it out. And then always reach out if you have any suggestions for topics, FMKs, fats, friend or foes, would you rathers, pick one. I mean, all of it. Just go to the website, let us know, send us an email. There's it pops up right when you go to the website, or reach out to us if you know us and send us a text, whatever it is. Email candidathletictraining@gmail.com and let us know what you want us to laugh and debate about. Right?
Yeah, mostly these comments. It's incredible.
Oh, these comments.
Rusty trombones.
These freaking live people. They are unbelievable.
We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.